Ooh, ooh, oh my. Uh, you hear that right there? That's legendary. Listen to that for a second. Go ahead. Go ahead. Woo. Oh, I gotta put one in the air for my man Chris Cornell. Things are looking so good. I'm looking California, but feeling Minnesota. So yeah, man, this Royal Rant starting off with a tribute to Soundgarden, Audio Slave, Chris Cornell. So now you know. Oof, that's that truth right there. This song right here encompasses so much truth. Outshined. I don't know that part of the words, to be honest. I don't know. Yo, so you gotta. So first off, all right. So we're gonna get this thing started. We're a minute and a half in. All right. So I mean, first off, R.I.P. Chris Cornell. It is a touchy subject. Apparently he went out with suicide. Um, that's some crazy shit. That's some wild shit. And yeah, man, did it in Detroit Rock City. We all know the history. If you know the history behind that song, Detroit Rock City, how Kiss made that song, it makes a little bit of sense. But man, that's some crazy stuff. I just finished watching the performance, his last performance on YouTube. Someone put it up, and you could hear it a little bit that he was a little off, a little out of it, a little off, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those things you gotta watch it. And maybe you can catch some of the hints and stuff. But if you was just there spectating, it was just another rock show. It was just another concert. You were just you were just jamming. That's that shit right there. They was black. This was news right here. This song right here. This song right here, boy. Like Soundgarden was like a mix of like Tool and Alice in Chains. It was like if Tool and Alice in Chains were able to like physically bink it out musically, like if their music had sex together, the birth flower child of that would be Soundgarden, right? And it's that's just some wild shit. But moving on um, to the next subject, because otherwise I'll start diving into this whole thing. Because for real, that whole subject as far as suicide's a real thing to me. It's a real touchy thing. One of my friends a few years ago actually committed suicide on Thanksgiving. So that's some real shit. And people that really affects people in many ways. Someone on his caliber, as far as people like being like, your songs influenced my life and changed me to do this and do that. And he was like a heroin addict at one point and got off and was an alcoholic and all this type of stuff. And all those guys were dirty, man. They were some dirty, dirty dudes back in the day. And then they cleaned up and stuff. So that's inspirational to some people. So some people probably are taking that really hard, taking it to heart. You never know. So we'll just blow some kisses that way. Yeah, I mean. Other than that, now moving on to happier subjects, right? So, going on with another royal review, I got a chance to watch a show on Netflix. Give me one second. Nice little show on Netflix called Girl Boss. Um, yeah, the reason I even started watching it, it was just kind of cool. It's about some chick trying to be an entrepreneur and started her own online business selling vintage clothes. It's very loosely based apparently on a true story. Not sure who the true person is, who the real person is. But so what it's about is this girl. She was like working regular jobs, doing the whole 9 to 5 thing. The fun thing is, it literally starts off with her car running out of gas at the top of a hill. It takes place in San Francisco, so a bunch of hills everywhere. Her car runs out of gas at the top of a hill in front of a trolley, and she's trying to push her car out the way, and the trolley dude's like sitting behind her, like, meh, meh. And she's like, "What are you gonna do? Push my car for me?" Like, she's yelling at the dude. So you see, like, off jump her personality and all that type stuff. This chick is like one of those fiery, snappy little Jones, you know. She's like one of those go getters, do it yourself type chicks. So what happens is this takes place back in basically like 2006, 2007 type time frame. And she was one of the first people, I think it was like on eBay or something. She started out on eBay, if I remember correct. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, she started out on eBay, and basically what she was doing was going to thrift stores, and she finds a jacket, buys a jacket for like mad cheap off this dude, right? Turns out this jacket's worth like mad money, like just thousands of dollars on the low. So she buys it off the dude and it was like, know what you got in your Jones? You don't know your products. And then runs out, sells the joint online for like 2,000, comes back, basically starts striking up deals with the dude and everything. So then throughout the whole show, you're seeing her friendship with one of her friends. You're seeing how her attitude affects how she goes throughout different stuff, and how she gets to the point that she is. It goes into her family story and all these different things, and so it's a pretty all right show. For real, because I mean, yeah, the show's called Girl Boss. Obviously, it's a show for women. So about episode 6, 7, my attention span started to kind of run out for the show. Now, I think right now it has one season. I don't really see how it would go more than one season. The way that they ended it, there's really nothing else you can continue with the show, quite honestly. So one season and it's like 10 episodes. So like episode like 7, I started kind of being like, all right, let's get this over with, But for you ladies, maybe it's something that you might actually like. You might actually really enjoy it. You'll see a woman getting to do stuff, feel empowered, take control of her life, take things into her own hands, and then start to make money and do it in an empowering way. And she never had to get naked to do it. Woo! Go women! But no, she fucks in the show. She fucks. So don't get it twisted. She fucks. But other than that, I mean, it was a pretty alright show, and it was pretty cool. Some of the other stuff going on in the world, really nothing. So that's about it. Pretty short Royal Rant. Just wanted to come in, wanted to drop some knowledge about Soundgarden, give my words, give my piece, give my little thing about that. And then also just give y'all something to go check out. So as far as Girl Boss goes, I will give it, out of 5 crowns, I give it like 3. I'll give it like 3. It's one of those junks where it's like, all right, you can watch it. Yeah, it's not actiony. It's got some good comedy. The comedy's funny. I like how they portray certain stuff. The music in it's pretty cool. Some indie stuff, some mainstream songs here and there. And I like where it takes place. I'm not too familiar with San Francisco, but the way that they show the landscape and show certain stuff, it's kind of cool. And you see that it's kind of an artsy, progressive-y kind of place. And that's about it. Other than that, for real, stay safe, save face, and know your place. Because this is the place that we like to jam when we go ham. Yeah, like Sam I Am. And let me play it out with a little more Soundgarden, That's that good. That's that good. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got a kick to do a good. Just. You can hear that pain, that agony. And then the beauty. You hear that beauty? Now you know. Where you going? Where you going? Man, you will be missed, bro. That's one of those bands you can't really replace the singer in. I mean, there's people who can imitate and mock it and whatnot, but I don't think you can replace the singer for Soundgarden. It just wouldn't. It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be Soundgarden. Oh yes, that's that outshine. Outshine. Thank you. Royal Rant over and out.